I'm glad you made it over to Esca. Have you thought about what we can do for you? Can we go over some of the things that we offer here, and let me tell you a little bit about them?
Esca means to me it's a very caring, supportive organisation, both of the people within it, the client.
For me, Esca is an extended hand for connection in a time of need.
Esca means providing information and practical and emotional support to people who have cancer or their loved ones, particularly within the Anglophone community of Geneva and the surrounding areas.
For me, it exists to help in whatever way we can for people who are affected by cancer.
Forward in the storm, that's what I think Esca is.
And essentially to be there as a prop for them.
Esca means a lot to me because when I arrived in the country, we'd not been here very long. My daughter was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma.
Receiving a life-threatening diagnosis basically changes everything that you know about the world, or that you think you know about life and the world. It changes the orbit.
It was very helpful that I could talk to somebody that had the same cancer as her.
It puts most important issues in question about one's life. Sometimes it's just dealing with the crisis of the moment, helping people get back on their feet or walk them through the treatment and the difficult phase of the illness. And sometimes it's revisiting older, big issues in someone's life that take on a new meaning, a diagnosis like this.
It means a lot to me that they help me then, so I hopefully do the same for other people.
The drop-in really is like it's the warm heart of Esca, so it's where people come, it's what they see. Being welcoming and knowledgeable is important here in the drop-in. Just being there, responsive and helpful, that's what we're trying to do. So it's either for people who drop in or on the phone. We're there to provide both information, direct emotional support, advice as far as we can within the limitation.
When we have prospective clients that come in that possibly have been diagnosed with cancer, whoever's on duty at the drop-in is go between us and the counsellors.
It's just to make sure that really all the small things that keep Esca going get done. And there are always other volunteers here.
I joined Esca because it was a time in my life when I felt that I had a certain something to offer to people who had been through or were going through something that I had also experienced.
Others should join, hopefully to get some support and help if they need it. And they can also join as a volunteer to give the support.
It's quite unique. It's somewhere that you can help other people who've come to Geneva and maybe don't speak French, who are in a difficult situation. You can help others, but it's also a benefit to volunteers. They get something out of it as well.
And at some point in my life, I said, I've had a very good career, a good life. I wanted to give something back. And I was already familiar with the work of Esca. I thought Esca is the type of organization where I would like to be a volunteer.
Esca does a unique job. I don't think there's any other organisation, certainly in this region, that offers what Esca offers.
And now, I guess over 3 years with Esca, and I just find it very challenging, enriching, and I think probably I get more back than I give. There are a lot of activities throughout the year which I enjoy, and it's part of our overall mission.
I think this is a very welcoming and worthwhile organisation, and I think actually it's very professional. If you believe that it's worthwhile to support people who are, in whatever way, have had their lives affected by cancer, if you believe that's important, then Esca's a very good example of how one can do that.
Dragon boating originated in Asia, but now it's pretty much international, and you can find dragon boat festivals and clubs in almost every country. So because we didn't have it here in Suisse Romande, we thought, well, this would be kind of a neat thing. And we had the first one over in Le Sentier, in fact, in 2007. It's just grown every year since then. This year we had 52 teams of 20 people, 25 of which were corporate teams, 15 were open, and 12 were all female. Quite a few of the paddlers are cancer survivors. Quite a bit of money for the association. We donate a portion of those funds this year to the Maison de Tara, which is the first ever hospice in Geneva. The Paddle for Cancer is donating money to help create a very tranquil garden for the patients and their families. I think it's been fantastic, and the paddling was spectacular. So I think everyone had a really great time.
I think it's a magnet for some of the finest people I've ever met, who all seem to have something in common, and that is a big heart and a capacity to help other people.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.